Alrighty, guys, welcome to the Entering Esports podcast. My name is iOS Summit. I'm a content creator coming up on 500 subscribers on YouTube and just approaching 1,000 followers on Instagram. This is Yizzle, who has over 1.6k followers on Instagram. And we are going to be taking over the Entering Esports podcast. Yizzle, how you doing?
I'm good, Bob. How are you?
Yeah, good. So, tell me a bit about yourself.
So I am like.
Right. Come on, dude. Pull it together.
What am I supposed to say?
Just be like, just tell me about yourself. I'm keeping this in. It's too funny.
I don't know. I do Fortnite stuff. Check my descriptions.
Okay. Obviously, Yizzle and I, we know each other quite well because we are actually duo partners in Fortnite. So it's like kind of, we already and like really good friends. So we have that sort of that good connection. So we get on quite well. Yizzle, we used to actually be in the same team, Team Mist, but I recently left. Now content creator for Team Hate, and Yizzle is now the leader for Mist.
Exactly.
I don't know how Mist has been going on, but what's been happening in the world of Mist?
Not much really. I haven't really used the account. No one really knows what's going on. I think half the clan might leave.
Well, I know Roro has left.
Wait, is he?
Yeah, in his bio it says Tilted Clan or something.
Wait, does it? Wait, he actually left. I didn't even know he left.
And then I know
he actually just left.
I think it's just you and Scruffy.
Wait, he left without telling anyone.
Basically, yeah.
This is what happens when the leader leaves, and
all right, okay. So, sort of what I really want to talk about is obviously we're entering esports, like the world of esports and everything like that. Obviously for us, the big news is that the Fortnite new season has been extended now for like another 12 days or something. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I don't know why they have to keep delaying it. But I mean, if they delay it and it's still bad, then it's sort of like they better make this like super good.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because they've delayed it like 3 times now. So if they delay it and then it's like insane, then yeah, I don't mind. But if they delay it and it's sort of like, that wasn't that great.
Yeah, and I think
it's sort of more annoying.
Yeah, I think
because if they're like delaying it to make it better, then
that's a good thing. But yeah, like you said, if they're just delaying it to make it a terrible season, and like I hope the event is good as well because all this hype around the event, and then it keeps getting delayed and everything.
And then watch the event literally be just like nothing happens.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of excited for the event, because from what we've seen from leaks and everything, the event it genuinely does you look pretty cool.
I reckon it'll be one of the best probably.
Yeah, well, I think we've already had one event this season, obviously the big Travis Scott event that was that insane.
Was mad.
And I think if it's anything, I just don't know how they can make an in-game event as good as obviously the Travis Scott event. Obviously that's a concert, so there's a lot more that you have.
You don't have to follow a storyline; you just go mental.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously there's been this whole build up with obviously Meowsicles getting kicked from the yacht and everything, and
the chair being stolen.
Yeah, exactly. Just everything, it's sort of just it's all building up, and then hopefully the event is pretty good.
I know, because it better be good.
Yeah, and I think especially coming from a content point of view, obviously I remember you showed me your schedule, and you had in 2 days' time you were going to do the event because that's when it was
Yeah,
rescheduled after it was
it was supposed.
extended again.
It was. I think it was the 5th day or the 6th day of the day thing.
Yeah,
But
and
now
I
it's going to
think
have to be like. I doubt I'll be able to keep up till
Yeah.
later than like the event now.
Yeah, and like
That's like that'd be like day 13 or something.
Yeah, and like, you know, the fact that now the content creators on the platform have to keep, you know, sort of trying to come up with new, like it's got to a certain point where like there's just nothing, like everyone's done every possible challenge, like, you know, all the people with fully golden bosses, you know, there's already been the fully golden boss challenge, there's been the 4 corner boss challenge, like it's just gotten to that point now where there's nothing else like happening, and like and like it got to that point last season, you know, where they just kept extending the season, and then the content for the content creators just sort of started dying, like there wasn't any content available.
I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, but it depends. If they do something good with this update, then
yeah, I think they've just got to. Obviously, I can kind of understand because obviously with the whole crisis going on, and you know, with obviously they're going to have to be social distancing while working, and you know, I'm sure it doesn't just take one person to make a whole event like this. It's going to take a lot of people, and obviously with the whole social distancing and everything. Epic tweeted out the other day about the event as to why they extended it, and it was something along the lines of to do with the fact that there were this obviously the COVID restrictions. And so that's, I can sort of understand from there, but I just hope that the event is good and that, you know, we're not just wasting our time gassing this whole event up for it to be terrible, you know?
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to actually happen in the event?
I don't know. A lot of people said the thing would get like entirely flooded and be underwater.
Yeah.
But then I don't think they do that because people wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
Like the whole map was underwater because you'd have to, because like swimming's kind of like you can't really shoot people that well because they dive under and stuff. It just turn the games, they just be weird. Because like when a final zone's on water, it's completely different.
Yeah. Like there's certain points where you just can't build. And like,
I know.
Then it's just going to become was who's got their controller plugged in.
Exactly, and how are you supposed to get mats if you know? Because if it's that low down, you won't be able to build in midair. You'd have to go to something.
And obviously,
I don't know.
Yeah, and I think I agree with you. I don't think the map's going to get flooded. I hope it doesn't. But obviously, again, there's been a lot of leaks to show the underwater gameplay. And obviously, in the Travis Scott event, we had that underwater gameplay. And sort of everything was just like obviously.
And there's like the teaser with the island and the water with the battle bus as well.
Yeah. But then everyone's saying how agency's going to blow up and everything.
And the device weather.
Yeah, and I can sort of see how it links in because you know, big leaks about having the storm. Obviously, the storms are pretty messed up at the moment.
Storm, yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously this Midas is gonna get a really big. And this is just from what I've heard that Midas is gonna get, you know, that free pickaxe that the challenges that we had to complete is like a golden pickaxe.
Oh, I haven't done the agency challenges yet.
Oh no, it's not on the agency challenges. They were like it was for a legendary skin that came out in the item shop, and then
the Aura or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the Aura or something.
Oh yeah, that one.
The scepter pickaxe that came with it. People are thinking that it's gonna be
the free if you turn up to the event.
No. It's already been out. Like there were challenges that you had to do to complete it. But people are thinking that Midas is going to use that to like sort of assemble the storm, but he's going to create a storm so big that's going to flood the map.
That floods. Yeah.
And I can kind of see how it links in, because obviously the agency blows up because of this doomsday device, and then the storm occurs. Yeah. Like, but I just don't think that it will. Like, it just wouldn't really, like you said, it wouldn't be able to.
I don't know.
To play.
I feel like all the other events have been like a lot more predictable.
Yeah.
Because there was like the meteor one. It wasn't really an event, but like everyone knew it was coming because like you saw it and it was there. And then like in the last couple of days of the season, like the metal and stuff dropped, didn't it, from the sky?
Mm. And yeah, but I think
meteorite things.
Chapter
and
1
the rocket event, yeah.
Yeah, but I think Chapter 1 was quite different because sort of starting from season 3 till like season 6 or something, like there was a whole storyline that, you know, that all sort of just made sense. And
true.
I
just started it up again though, I think.
Yeah, obviously, but with chapter, obviously it's a whole new chapter in the Fortnite world, but like they just weren't. It just doesn't. I think it's too quick to sort of start this whole, like the whole sort of event story thing again, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. It was. I liked when it was a storyline, but
yeah, I think
because also I noticed with the what they called the things with the loading lobby screens. Whereas like, remember back in the day, you get like the weekly challenge would have them in, and you get like one by one.
Yeah,
and then it would like tell the story on the thingies, not on just get them all. And they're like they're almost like art now. They're not really anything to do with anything.
Yeah, it's just sort of things to do, like POIs on the map. Like it's not really a story. Yeah, but that was when though, like Fortnite was sort of and that was when it was sort of in its peak, like when the whole world was playing it, you know.
Yeah,
and they just every week they were just constantly delivering something new, and it was always something that made the game better, whether it be a new item in the game or something got nerfed or
like
map change, or map changes. Like, but now I feel like it sort of started around season 7 when they weren't weekly updating the game. Things were getting taken out that people didn't like, and things were getting added that people didn't like. Obviously, I think Fortnite was at its worst in Season X. I don't know if you actually played in Season X. I didn't
think I played out because they changed like the OG places and like made them different. And
it was sort of also, more futuristic.
Like, and I've seen some of the videos. It's just like you're trying to find someone, and then they just go through like what they're called, the stream things, and they're out.
Yeah, and obviously with the mechs and everything.
The mechs. I wouldn't have wanted to play with them.
Neither.
You like any kid just gets in it and just destroys you. But at the start, I didn't like helicopters that much because you could ram into people.
Yeah, but I think now people
weapons, don't.
I don't really think now though people abuse that helicopter.
I know,
power. Like they just use it to either rotate to storm or just W key, you know.
Yeah, and I can see why it's useful because.
Yeah,
like you can kill more people in short time and get around the map for like the good players.
Yeah, but then I think it's good that they're not in competitive, because then you just have kids sitting in helicopters for the whole end game.
And they'd be like top storm. You can't really shoot them. Yeah,
exactly.
As soon as you peek, another guy will kill you.
Exactly. So I think that's like something positive. But it's just not really been the same, you know.
Yeah. I know one thing that'd be quite cool if it came back would be like the balls, the sticky balls, because they're not overpowered because they've got like no HP, but they're good to like get around places.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just got a DM from Team NorCal. Holy. They're on like 200k on Insta.
Oh wait, they actually replied.
Yes.
What'd they say? Wait, was it because you put them in in your story?
Yeah.
What'd they say? Like thanks or something?
Yeah. But yeah, I think as well, like, or rather, okay, let's sort of give a rundown on the season. So, what has like been like? Did you enjoy the Battle Pass this season?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought it was one of the best.
Really? How come?
Like,
What made it? Like, what did you
I don't
like
know.
about it?
I still think my favorite one is like season 4.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because it's like I don't know. It was just that was like
'Cause-
the best season. So
Yeah, that was
and
when
the
Fortnite like
skins were like
really peaked.
yeah,
You got the
and
season 4 Battle Pass, didn't you?
yeah. I've got everything in it.
Nice. Yeah, same.
Like the colors and all that. Yeah, and the Omega or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that was when you couldn't like carry on after the season. Like once you got to the end of the season, if you didn't complete all the stages for Omega, then tough luck.
Yeah.
Whereas I know that
Exactly.
sort of like for the Ice King, for example, if you didn't get like, because it was the same for me, I didn't manage to complete all the stages for Ice King, but I was able to complete them later on in the next season.
Oh yeah, that's when they did like you could do it like 70 days after or something.
Yeah,
Or
it was like something
There's
like
like
that.
a time limit after the season.
Yeah. Do you think they'll do that with the next season like as well? So like for example, if I were to finish
Brutus
on
and that.
maybe, or if I was to finish on maybe like for example level 280, do you think if I then got 20 levels, I would then get level 3, like I would unlock got fully Golden Sky and unlock Golden Peely? Or do you think
I don't think they will, to be honest.
no?
Because it's like the whole point is as the levels go up, they get harder, and so
Yeah.
then the next. Because I could like I don't know, I'm on like level 150 something. I'm
Yeah.
like the next 50, 60 levels I barely have to play for.
Yeah.
Because like they're super easy to get, and it's like if they did that, it would be I don't know. I feel like it'd be just too easy.
So, yeah.
But you never know. They might.
Yeah, it's an interesting time in the esports world. But I think that that sort of wraps it up for the first episode of Entering Esports Podcast. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to go and drop us a subscribe. I was good. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Entering Esports Podcast with the bells on, so you never miss another episode of the podcast. And yeah, maybe next week we'll have a guest on or something, or maybe get Scruffy on, or maybe like a PC player or a controller player. See what his thoughts are on the controller players nerfed. Yeah, see what his thoughts are. But thank you for your time, Yasso, and we will see you guys next week on the Entering Esports Podcast.